Cryolipolysis that ruined life. Success and tragedy of the main supermodel of the 90s Linda Evangelista. Linda Evangelista's dizzying career is fit for a movie. But unlike her colleagues on the catwalk, the model no longer appears in public, rarely agrees to interviews, and leads a reclusive lifestyle. However, the blame for this is not at all on fatigue from the crowd of admirers, but on the personal tragedy of the beauty, who after an unsuccessful cryolipolysis procedure changed beyond recognition and now hates her reflection in the mirror. Chameleon Girl and the main muse of legendary designers. The story of Linda Evangelista is not at all like a fairy tale. The career of the main beauty of the 80-90s did not immediately take off. There was a time when the goddess of the fashion stage seriously wanted to give up her dream and work as a model. Linda has experienced harassment and failed contracts in her life, but her self-confidence and the support of her family eventually helped the girl from a working-class family of Italian immigrants in Canada to make her way to the top of fame. In the 80s, all the world's leading designers dreamed of working with Linda. She experimented with images and roles with the virtuosity of a circus performer. No one in the fashion world changed her hairstyle as easily as Evangelista. It seems that for this chameleon of high fashion, there was simply nothing impossible. Short and long hair, light dark red strands. Linda was ready for any madness. She and her close friends Naomi Campbell and Christy Turlington were called Trinity. They were standards, goddesses, unattainable beauties. They became the first supermodels in the history of fashion. I won't get out of bed for less than $10,000. It must be admitted that the music industry made a huge contribution to the development of Linda's career. Evangelista starred in music videos of popular performers. She shone on the catwalk and regularly posed for the covers of glossy magazines. Evangelista's fees exceeded all reasonable limits, and men were ready to fight with each other for her attention. It was during those years that Linda said her famous phrase in an interview with Vogue, "We don't wake up for less than $10,000 a day." That's how she, Naomi, and Christy lived in those years. Linda often apologized for her words later, but they still haunt her to this day, reminding her of her past success and the arrogance of her youth. These girls were idolized, and Linda is still remembered for the words she said, which are now quite often used both in the film industry. Brad Pitt in the role of Mr. Smith almost verbatim quotes the model, and in literature. Many legends of the fashion world, such as Karl Lagerfeld, Gianni Versace, and the best photographer of those years, Meisel, were ready to worship Linda. Without her, the creative process didn't go well. She really inspired photographers and stylists, John Galliano said of Evangelista. But it wasn't like that right away. You won't get anywhere without an agent. Linda has always been famous for her straightforwardness and ability to express her thoughts very precisely and sharply. Once the model simply admitted that it is not so easy to get on the podium. If you do not have a smart manager behind you who sincerely believes in your success, then even the first beauties of the world will simply remain unnoticed. Evangelista was the first to acknowledge the weight of the gray cardinals of the modeling business. Linda married her agent Gerald Marie, who headed the European branch of elite model management in Paris. From that moment on, her career took off, but the union broke up after just a few years. Marie dreamed of children, and Evangelista was only just beginning to realize her own ambitions. The marriage broke up in 1993. Before she could officially divorce, Linda was already spotted in the company of another man. Lonely beauty and fatal bad luck in love. Their love was legendary. He was damn handsome and seemed even more attractive next to Linda. Kyle MacLachlan was a famous TV series actor who earned a good income from advertising. The entire world of glossy magazines idolized this couple because they demonstrated genuine passion and seemed completely happy. The relationship lasted more than 6 years, but, without waiting for the cherished proposal, Linda left for the French goalkeeper Fabien Barthez. Later, Kyle will say that he did not see Evangelista as his wife, but fans of the model will notice that jealousy and resentment speak in the actor, because photos of Linda with the footballer filled all the tabloids long before the announcement of the breakup with MacLachlan. The affair with Fabien, however, will not make the model happier. They will break up quite quickly, and in 2007, Evangelista will give birth to a son. The model will hide the name of the boy's father from fans for a long time. And as soon as the story became public, it became obvious why the celebrity tried so hard not to advertise it. The father of her son is French billionaire François-Henri Pinault, the son of François Pinault, and the owner of a fashion empire that includes the brands Yves Saint Laurent, Gucci, and others. When Linda told Pinault about the pregnancy, he left her and married Salma Hayek. Evangelista had to prove the businessman's paternity in court and get alimony from him. However, after the publicity, the model withdrew her claim and agreed to settle the issue of financing amicably. After this incident, nothing more was known about Linda's personal life. I feel disgusted with myself today. The models of the 90s are still as popular as before. Fashion magazines are gathering the star guard for new shoots, but no one has managed to see the queen of the industry Evangelista anywhere. Linda has stopped shooting, is not enthusiastic about contacting the press and fans, and almost never posts new photos on social networks. Only a few days ago, the model admitted that all the reports in the press about her excess weight are true. But the reason for this transformation was not an insatiable appetite, but a side effect after the cryolipolysis procedure. It is used to reduce local fat deposits with the help of low temperatures. But cryolipolysis has a rare side effect, paradoxical adipose hyperplasia. That is, instead of reducing fat cells, they sometimes begin to grow, which is what happened to Evangelista. I am deeply sad and disgusted with myself. Because of this, I became a recluse, the model wrote on social networks. Linda lost her main weapon, her way of earning money, but most importantly, she lost her face. The star sadly admits that she is now unrecognizable. Even corrective surgeries could not fix the situation. 5 long years of seclusion have not been in vain. Now Evangelista is in the mood for war. She has turned to the court in search of justice. And fans and colleagues are vying with each other to leave warm words of support in Linda's accounts, assuring that Evangelista is as beautiful as ever. And yes, no one has yet been able to beat her record for the number of glossy covers. Linda Evangelista is a synonym for beauty, style, and success. She became a style icon of the 1990s, but her influence on the fashion world is still felt today. What is known about the life of the charismatic and daring model? Linda Evangelista is a true legend of the fashion industry. Her unique beauty, daring look and character have captivated the most famous fashion designers. The path to supermodel status. Linda Evangelista is one of the most influential models of all time. She was born in St. Catharines, a city in the province of Ontario, Canada. How old is Linda Evangelista? She was born on May 10, 1965. In 2024, the star will celebrate her 59th birthday. Evangelista was born into a family of Italian immigrants. Her father worked for a transnational automobile company, and her mother worked as an accountant. Linda spent her childhood with her older brother Jim and younger brother Danny. Dreams of the catwalk warmed the girl's soul from the age of 12. Linda said in an interview that she attended self-improvement courses at a modeling school, where she learned the science of etiquette, grace, and femininity. The teachers, having seen potential in her, advised her not to stop and to develop further. At 16, fate gave her a chance for a great future: participation in the beauty contest Miss Niagara. Although she did not get the winner's crown, Linda did not go unnoticed. A scout from a prestigious modeling agency immediately saw a future star in this daring girl with a charming appearance. Having accepted his offer, 16-year-old Linda went to New York, and then reached Paris and became famous. The modeling career developed rapidly. Here are some of Evangelista's achievements. She graced the covers of the most famous publications. She appeared on the pages of more than 700 magazines. She became the muse of Karl Lagerfeld and Gianni Versace. In 1988, on the advice of photographer and friend Stephen Meisel, she got a short haircut, which became a sensation. The hairstyle was called Linda, and a wig was also created, which was called Evangelista. She is known as one of the 5 supermodels who achieved success in the late 1980s and early 1990s. Together with Christy Turlington Runway, Naomi Campbell, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Cindy Crawford, Descendants of the Apes, and Tatiana Paddott's Lawyer, she became more famous than the actresses and singers of that time. In 1991, she appeared in the documentary Models, the movie. She was not afraid of social issues, participated in important campaigns, including advertising against AIDS. In 1995, she took part in the film Podium, was the host of the Miss World contest. In 1998, she decided to leave the modeling business. After a break in 2001, she triumphantly returned to the world of fashion, appearing on the cover of Vogue, and then continued to participate in advertising campaigns for luxury brands and shine on the catwalk. The last time she participated in a fashion show was in 2007, but she did not stop appearing in magazines and advertisements. In 2014, she attended the White House Correspondents' Dinner. In 2016, she took part in the Elephant Rescue Fund campaign. In 2023, Linda starred in the documentary miniseries Supermodels, which was released on Apple TV+. Evangelista shared her story along with other popular models of the 1990s. Personal life and interesting moments during the years of her popularity, legends were made about the model's beauty. Karl Lagerfeld said of Linda Evangelista in an interview with the fashion magazine Vogue, "She is a kind of Stradivarius among models. You can play her like no other instrument." Evangelista's relationships in 1987, Linda, a star of the fashion world, married Gerald Marie, the director of the European branch of Elite Model Management. Their marriage was a union of not only love, but also ambition. Gerald helped Linda conquer new heights, and she inspired him to new achievements. In 1993, Evangelista left her husband. In 1992, fate brought Linda together with actor Kyle MacLachlan, Blue Velvet. A photo shoot for an American chain of fashion stores became the beginning of their romance. In 1995, Kyle gave Linda a ring, but the wedding never took place. In 1998, their paths diverged. Why did Kyle MacLachlan and Linda Evangelista break up? The reason was disagreements about marriage. In an interview with The Guardian, the actor said, "I was quite happy just being with her. I wasn't against marriage, but it seemed like I was, and maybe I was, but I just liked what we had. Obviously, she wanted more. And so, she decided to break up." Evangelista noted that she and Kyle will remain friends forever. After breaking up with MacLachlan, a new hero appeared in the model's life, football player Fabian Barthez. Their romance developed rapidly. Love, passion, long-awaited pregnancy. However, fate was cruel. In the 6th month of pregnancy, Linda had a miscarriage, and dreams of a family were destroyed overnight. Unable to withstand the test of grief, the couple broke up in 2000. In 2001, Evangelista and Barthez tried to start all over again, but the story did not see a happy ending. In 2002, the partners put an end to their relationship. In 2006, Linda fell in love with billionaire François-Henri Pinault. The model became pregnant, but instead of joy, disappointment awaited her. Not wanting to take responsibility, Pinault left Linda. In 2006, the star gave birth to a son, Augustine James. Interesting facts: the model received the nickname Chameleon because she constantly changed her hairstyles and hair color. Linda easily went from brunette to platinum blonde, and a few months later she dyed her hair red. Here are some more facts about the star. She starred in George Michael's music videos for the songs Freedom 90 and Too Funky. She is the author of the catchphrase, "We don't wake up for less than $10,000 a day." In 2003, she received a star on Canada's Walk of Fame. In 2018, she underwent chemotherapy and a bilateral mastectomy due to breast cancer. In 2022, the cancer returned, and Linda underwent chemotherapy again. Since 2016, the model has practically stopped appearing in public. What happened to Linda Evangelista? The star said that she underwent cryolipolysis, a procedure to remove fat deposits, but the manipulation led to the opposite result and complications: paradoxical hyperplasia of adipose tissue. The name Linda Evangelista is forever inscribed in the history of fashion. She proved that beauty and talent can open any doors, But it is important not to be afraid to be yourself and not to follow stereotypes. Parents: Father Tommaso Evangelista. Mother Marissa Evangelista. Brother-sister, unknown. School name: Dennis Morris Catholic High School. School: Dennis Morris Catholic High School. College name: unknown. Affairs: no data found. Marital status: divorced. Spouse: Gerald Marie M. 1987, div. 1993. Kids: Augustine James. Age 59 years 2024. Linda Evangelista net worth: $40 million. That's all in today's video. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.